Welcome back to the channel, everyone in YouTube land. We are third way through getting this thing into here. So last episode, you saw us pluck the old rocket engine out of there. Chad's gonna run us through not only what we're gonna see in this video, but also what we're wearing.
So as Kyle just mentioned, we dropped our new merchandise line. We got 4 brand new shirts out there. I'm wearing the Cutlass LSX one. Kyle's got the Cutlass Silhouette. And we have 2 other ones that is representing the LS engine in its finest related to the Cutlass here. Make sure to go ahead and click the link below. You'll see a Teespring little banner on the bottom. Click there, you'll get sent into our merchandise app or merchandise website, and go ahead and pick up yours there. If you have any questions, please be sure to drop a comment. Also let us know which one you guys like the best or what you might like to see in the future. We can probably do some designs and make a couple drawings on those. But yeah, these are our sweatshirts. There's t-shirts and others available. So let's go ahead and move forward here and talk about what we're gonna do today. So things that we're gonna be doing today is first cleaning up this engine bay. We did manage to get that done earlier this week. We didn't commentate on it, but we did just go ahead and do it, and we did film it for you guys. So let's go ahead and roll that footage now. You'll see that what we cleaned up and just kind of get things out of the way. All right, doesn't that engine bay look a lot better? And look, I fit in here. So the first thing we're gonna do is try to get these old clam mounts out of here. So you might notice that I have one in my hand. Well, that's because we did already do the passenger side here. You might see a new motor mount here that goes under the frame, all bolted in. That's because we got that done before doing this driver's side. We wanted to make sure we knew exactly how to do it, and we knew we had to repeat the process anyways. So that's why I got this guy, and this is what we're gonna be working on first, is over here on the driver's side for you guys. We have a bunch of parts that we do need to go through, so that way you guys will be able to see what you're gonna need for your LS swap when putting it into the Cutlass. But I need to get out of this engine bay. I'm way too big for it. I don't know how that engine's gonna go in there, but I'm gonna get out of here and let's go ahead and go through these parts behind me. All right, so I got all the parts lined up here in front of me, and we're gonna first start with the mount that you saw down there on the frame. So this is from Transnap. The Transnap mount here, you get 2 of them. They are side specific, but they look just like this, and you get a full set of hardware to put them in. You will have to reuse the bolts that go into the frame, but you get new hardware for everything else. That is going to be Transnap 95. 96, and we're going to have these all down in the link below. That way you can go in and click off of them. It'll be right next to where the shirts link is. So we'll go ahead and put those down there for you. Also, the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need the piece that bolts up to it, which is the little rubber mount that goes onto the LS swap mount that I'll show you in just a second. So this is the little rubber mount that connects right into the piece down there, or to this piece, and this mount will then go onto here. But before we move on to that, this is going to be part 9525, and then this is the part that I said that you will also need, the mount that goes to the LS engine. So this mounts onto the LS engine right through here, and then these mounts will adapt right onto there. That will be what you'll need to adapt the LS to the Cutlass frame and mounts. So it's kind of just adapting pretty much to a small block Chevy, as if you were trying to adapt to that. So follow the same guiding principle. Those 3 things is what you'll need. Now, if you are going to use your Turbo 350 from your Oldsmobile, or if you have a small Chevy Turbo 350, you will need an adapter. So the adapters that I have here, and I think I got them all. So I got the little snout that goes on the torque converter that pops into the LS flywheel or flex plate. This is going to be jegs number 601012. And then I also got the bell housing dowel pin adapters. So this extend them out a little bit further because the ones on there are pretty short. And when I have to run the trans adapter here, you need a little bit longer ones. That trans adapter is 60170. This is for the Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac. You might need something different if you're going to another transmission. But if you're going from, 350 or turbo 350 from a Chevy, you won't need this. You'll probably just need this guy right here. So that's enough about that. We will hit these troubles when we get into here and when we're trying to mount that in, but these are the things we need to tackle today. So let's go ahead and start putting those in. We're gonna first start by removing that clamshell mount down there and hopefully getting this guy bolted up fairly easy. It is a pain. All right, well, I'm back down here again, I guess. And yeah, like I said, this clamshell here, just 3 bolts. You'd think they're pretty easy, but it's a big pain. And that's mainly because the nuts are on the underside of this. And of course, the bottom control arm gets in the way. So you kind of got to use a magnet, fish everything up in there, hopefully without losing too many washers and nuts and your frustration and patience and everything else. But you have to get it up in there and you have to re-bolt the new ones back on there. It's going to take me a little bit. You're just going to watch me struggle, but let's do it anyways. So let's go ahead and start taking this off and putting the new one on. And there we go. The frame mounts are now fully installed on the Cutlass.
All right, Chad has got the mounts in the engine compartment all wrapped up. We need to get the adapter plates onto the block itself so we can get the rest of the clamshell set up there. But we've reached out to TDAP as well as to Jegs, which is where we got both of these pieces from. Chad has those in the description below for the parts number from Jegs as well as TDAP. But we've reached out to them about the torque spec, and they've recommended that you actually do what the manufacturer recommends for the torque spec. And on this block here, it's 37 foot-pounds. So we'll get all 8 bolts torqued down to that 37 foot-pounds as soon as we get it bolted up here. So Chad, what do you think we got left before we can actually test fit this engine in the compartment, see what it looks like?
So just off the top of my head, we got quite a few things. We have the rear pieces. So I got a new rear main seal. I actually got the whole entire aluminum piece back there that goes. We also have the oil pan that we have to swap out. Got some sensors we got to swap out. There's quite a bit of little things we need to do on the engine that we just haven't done yet to actually get it ready to go into the engine bay and just even test fit. I know the front also needs to have the seal knocked out and replaced, and also we need to line up that crankshaft pulley or harmonic balancer so that way it actually rides on that seal the correct way. You do have to tighten that up loose, I know. So it's just a bunch of little random stuff all over the place that we need to get set so that way once we're ready to put it in there and it is, going to stay in there, it can live in its new home. So right now we're just kind of, just trying to get things done a little here at a time. After these mounts, I think that's going to be the next episode of what we're going to be doing. So while Kyle finishes up these mounts, he's gonna get these cinched down all the way and also torque down. So we're going to watch him finish up that. All right, well, Kyle did a fantastic job here putting the adapter on, and also with the mount. I put on the mounts with his help over in the engine bay. So, I mean, we're setting really good to be able to do a lot more in the next episode, like I said, with the sensors and the oil pan and a bunch of other little things we have to get around this engine. But that stuff's really fun because the fact that, you know, new parts are always fun. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Here we go. We got the adapters put on, motor mounts, the mounts inside the engine bay. They're all complete. This episode's going to be a wrap. So if you guys, like I said, we just launched our merchandise line. So if you really like my shirt or Kyle's shirt here, or also check out the other 2 designs that we have on the website, please make sure to hit that link below and pop over to our Teespring merchandise. Otherwise than that, we also have a lot of other videos. If you haven't caught the first 2 that we've done on this, make sure to click the link down below. If you need any of the items that we worked on or put on this engine within this video, please make sure to click those links too. But otherwise than that, Kyle, we have anything else?
I think that wraps us up for tonight.
Awesome. Well, we'll catch you guys in the next episode where we actually start working on the engine a little bit more. So see you guys next time.